Today I will be showing you how to use algebra to find the zeros of a polynomial by factoring. Okay, 3 simple steps. Alright, the problem is x squared plus 8x plus 15. Now you have to find two numbers that will add together to get 8 and multiply together to get 15. That would be 3 and 5. Alright, now the next step, you set them both equal to 0. Next step, what you do to one side you must do to the other. So x plus 3, you want to try to get the inverse. Inverse means opposite. And then you want to do, and that would be if you were to graph this, this is how this would look. Forgot to make this. It would be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you, this is where it hits on the x coordinate line, and your graph would look like that. Okay, do you understand?
I think so.
Here's a practice problem.
Okay.
X squared plus 6x plus 9. Alright?
Okay.
Go ahead and do your 3 steps.
I have to do 3 steps. So I need to find two numbers that add up to be 6, that multiply to be 9, which will be 3 and 3. So x plus 3 and x plus 3. Now I need to set them to 0.
Yes.
Which would be x plus 3 equals 0 and x plus 3 equals 0. Now I would do the inverse, which would be x minus 3 equals 0. X minus 3 equals 0, which would be x equals negative 3 and x equals negative 3. And to graph it, both of them would go on the negative 3.
It'd be in the shape of an S, since they're both hitting the same x coordinate.
So like this.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright. Now here's the one to do independently, and then your quiz will be next.
Okay. So I said my 3 steps. Let's see. My two numbers would be negative 1 and 8.
Yes.
So it would be x minus 1 and x plus 8. So now set them to 0, which would be x minus 1 equals 0. And x plus 8 equals 0. Alright, now. Okay, so now I do the inverse, which would be x plus 1 equals 0, and x minus 8 equals 0, which would be x equals 1 and x equals -8. So graphing it would be with a 1 and a -8, like that.
That's correct. Alright, here comes your quiz. This is the last thing you have to do.
Okay. So, 3
Let me just grade this test again. $100, just like I should get on this assignment.
Thank you very much. It's been a great learning experience.
And with that, I would like to say, when I first learned this, it was hard for me when I was factoring to find the quadratic formula. If it didn't factor out perfectly, it was in perfect square. And also, it was hard for me to add negative numbers to a positive number and to comprehend that. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.